sorry. I was just having orgasms backstage. I came on stage with my name tag. Just a second. I'm just going to put this aside. That is... We're okay with that, right? How you doing? Who's new that I didn't see before? Oh, lots of people. My name is Zahra. I am a Muslim feminist Iranian-American comedian. Thank you. Thank you. And I also identify as the pork-eating, alcohol-drinking, premarital sex-having, bisexual kind of Muslim. Every time I say that, there's always someone in the crowd who's like, hey, I'm that kind of Catholic. And I get envious of their ability to recruit. And on that note, if you guys will indulge me for a second, I was just curious, have you guys ever heard of a prophet named Muhammad? Oh, interesting. And have you ever heard of this concept of a singular connecting energy called Allah? Interesting. And if you could just repeat after me, La ilaha illallah. You're Muslim now. There are people of color in the house that are like, that too now? And there are a bunch of white people that are like, oh, isn't that fun? And while I have your attention for a second, I just feel like I need a little bit of a song. You guys down for a little bit of a song? Yeah? Okay. So here's your part. You're going to say, this little jihad of mine. Ready? And then I'll go. And I'll pitch it back to you. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna let it shine. I'm gonna let it shine. Allahu Akbar. Hey, Muslim pride in the house. Yes. Creeping Sharia. I'm loving it. First generationers in the house? Immigrants in the house? You do not get an A-, right? You can't do that, right? We are not allowed A-. Tell you guys a little bit about my dad. My dad has two favorite words, the shit and the hell. And when I brought home an A- one day, he goes, what the shit the hell is this? A-? And that's all he said, but he was looking at me with these eyes, and he was like, we did not escape a revolution and swim the Atlantic Ocean and kiss the feet of the Statue of Liberty for you to get an A- in algebra. Algebra? Our people invented algebra, you infidel. But all he said was, what the shit the hell is this, Zahra? A-? So I went, I studied, I brought home the A. What the shit the hell is this, Zahra? An A? Why it's not the A+? So I went and I studied, I brought home the A+. What the shit the hell is this, Zahra? An A+? Why you take such an easy class? There's no winning! Every time I tell that story, there's all these white guys that are like, what's wrong with a C+? I think it's great that you're trying. But did you have fun? I own a white man by marriage. Thank you. Thank you. I'm very happy with him. Very happy with him. He's adequate. Adequate. You ever seen a confident white man? Oh! It's unbecoming. It's ugly. Confident white man. No. The adequate white man, every person of color needs an adequate white man. Right? For like whenever you're like exploring an apartment for rent, you're meeting a new landlord, you bring your adequate white man. You don't bring the confident white man. Because then he's like, oh, racism ends today, landlord. And you're like, all right, listen. I need this apartment. Bring your adequate white guy. I'm very happy with my white man. I feel like white guys are like the golden retrievers of the doggy kingdom. You know what I mean? Like, I have all these friends who are women of color who are in hetero relationships. They will not date white guys. They will not date white guys. They don't want to come home and have to deal with politics too, but I love it. I love it. I love coming home to the stupid face of my white man. My golden retriever. At the end of the day, just, hey, I just want to play. I just want to have fun. I'm nice to everybody. Why can't we all just get along? I just want a friend. One of you. Token. Who was racist to you today? Just today. Though to be fair, I didn't learn about racism until 2008. 2008 was like when Muslim became an ethnicity, and I was like, racism? What is this, racism? Because I am Persian. Persians in the house? Hey, all right. Okay. Persian, Iranian. I did that bit earlier. I'm not going to do it again. But the Iranians have what's called white status. And a lot of people don't know this. That during Jim Crow, Iranians were granted white status because oil. And if you go, Iranians and Arabs, and if you go to the Arab American Museum in Dearborn, there is a certificate of whiteness. Yeah, I know, it's a real paper. There's a certificate of whiteness when you walk in the door. And so I just wanted to mention that because I feel it's important to mention that. And I have a whole joke about it, but I only have 3 minutes left. And I want to tell you this other story. White status. Should I do the Rumi material? Should I just do it? Just go for it? All right. Let's do it. Are you guys into new material? Are you into that? I don't know. You have to ask sometimes. Sometimes people are like, no, I don't like new material. I like it clean. I like setup, punchline, this is my dick. Setup, punchline, this is my dick. You know, different people like different kinds of comedy. Okay, so growing up when I was a kid, it was always so important for us to pass, you know? And we had this nifty thing during the Iranian hostage crisis where somebody would run up to you with a bat and say, are you Iranian? Iranian? And you would say, oh no, I'm Persian. I don't know what that is. That sounds very bad. Do you like to dance? You like to party? And, yeah. And this funny thing happened. I don't know if you guys remember this. When Rumi, there was going to be the script about Rumi, right? And Leonardo DiCaprio they were talking about Leonardo DiCaprio playing Rumi. You guys remember this? You guys remember this? The thing is that growing up, my parents always told me to say, I'm Italian, you're Italian, you're Italian. Just tell people you're Italian. When people are like, where's Iran? Just say, it's in Italy. Oh, I like pasta. And so then this funny thing happened where when they were going to cast Leonardo DiCaprio, there were all of these folks that, rose up and were like, no, you will not put another white actor in brown face. No, 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 no. And there was a community of Persians that just were like, because if Leonardo was cast as Rumi, the Persian poet, I know it's a controversy, I know. Who's this Rumi? Is he from Afghanistan? Is he Persian? Where's baklava from? But Leonardo DiCaprio would have solidified our identity as Iranian Italian Persians of the Italian province. And it would have been awesome. But anyway, nonetheless, when I introduced my whitey white, I have a pilgrim white atheist white man. When I introduced him to my parents, my dad said, "What the shit the hell? What the shit the hell is an atheist?" And I realized that there is no word in Persian for atheist. There's just 7 slurs. There's just 7 slurs. And one other Persian in the house, if I'm incorrect, just don't correct me. It looks bad for our people. I'm sitting here representing all Muslims, all Persians, all Italians. A lot of work to do. And there's just like 7 slurs. It's like, he who saw God then denied God, asshole. He who saw God then denied God, then saw God again. Then was like, no, I don't need God. I don't care, asshole. Kill him. And it just like goes down from there. So I tell my dad, this my boyfriend, and he's atheist, and he says, what is that, some kind of Christian shit? It's okay, Zahra, it's okay. The word Muslim just means one who surrenders to a force greater than himself. That's it. So Christian, atheist, Jewish, Muslim, it's all the same damn shit. We all believe in the God. We surrender to that God. And I was like, he doesn't believe in God so much as he believes in science. And then my dad was like, you mean that Tom Cruise shit? I was like, well, how did this just get worse now? And then out of nowhere, my mom comes in out of nowhere, and she goes, is he Jewish? You better hope that he is Jewish, because he has to be circumcised, and no man will do that for you. Is he Jewish? Is he circumcised? And I said, I don't know. Coming in with the trick questions. Listen, he's not spiritual. He doesn't believe in God. He doesn't believe in any God. He believes that we have religion due to the lack of a real economic infrastructure. And my dad takes this all in, and he goes, does he believe in gravity? Gravity is a force greater than himself. He cannot change it. He surrenders to that force. He's a Muslim. So welcome to the religion of Islam, everybody. It is a wild and grounding ride. That's my time. My name is Zahra. Thank you.
Let's give it up for Zahra Noorbakhsh.